Reboot Rapidash. Ooh. With Earth Power? Yo, I'm definitely catching that. Come on, buddy. Nice. Oh snap. Okay, it has an Achilles heel with low speed. Sorry, with low special defense. It's very strong and it's already fast, so I actually would have liked, like, maybe... I would have liked a little bit of the speed to be put in special defense. It's not the end of the world. The odds of finding the 5% again immediately. Unfortunate. Would do the Shelter Waterstone. It's a tough choice. Do we stick with the Rapidash or risk the evolution? Dash. I just think that special defense and HP is just not enough to justify it. Maybe if there's another one in the next area, I could get it again. Or Alligator. Okay. Kind of slow. Split offense. More of a physical attacker than a special attacker. Unfortunate. Technically, Rapidash was better, so it's an unfortunate loss. That's okay. First pile of the night. My luck, first Pokemon would be a flying type. Oh, rough, dude, just rough. Yeah, that's just rough. Substitute Acupressure, who's not getting any special attacks other than Earth Power, and Water Gun, no Thunderbolt. Yeah, I was in the right mindset of choosing a pivot over staying with Rapidash. Rushing into a physical attacker. Okay, dead file. On to the next. Power Gem, special attacker, useless ability, but it's bulky. I like this. Please. Please. Oh my gosh. The level 6 came out. Crazy. Bumptown Dive's evolution would be pretty cool on Golbat, but if we can get to level 8 on the rival and get a good move, I kind of think we stick with the Leafeon. Like, this is the perfect distribution for, like, a solid balance. Ah, damn, I got a Dusk Ball. Do I consider a pivot? It's tough. Anyone in the chat? Do we look for a pivot or do we full send? There was a Golbat with Blizzard and Fire Blast. I'll look until somebody says full send, pretty much. Golbat, I would want to consider the options between the 3 and the 6. If the 3 has a move I would like to keep, it would be better to catch it after the rival. If it deletes a move I don't want to keep, it would be better to catch the 6, so that we can get the level 9 level up move before evolving. Hopefully, if we get enough XP. But I think we're versing a Charmander, so I doubt it. want to say we stick with Leafeon. I don't want to risk trying to scout for the Golbat. And it'll just be a waste of time to scout for the 5%. Especially if the Golbat's level 6 spawns before we find the third spawn. Right, GG? It was not a Charmander, it was smaller than that. Yeah, it didn't get to 8. But we're above average in everything except the HP, and our HP is like a hair below average, that's it. It's just not the end of the world. I would have liked a good ability, but our best runners don't have a good ability. Any thoughts in the chat before I give up on the Golbat? Anyone want to do the friendship evolution, or are we comfortable full sending the Leafeon? I technically could scout with Bone Club. Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna full send it. Super effective, scary. Curse is not a good move for us. Unfortunate. Can Power Gem carry? Oh no. Oh my gosh, dude, this is insane! Double bug moves. Crit Blaze Kick. Give me a chance. Please. Defog to lower my evasion so he can't miss. At least I'm faster. Iron defense for the throw? Oh my gosh, iron defense for the throw. Let's go. We did not deserve that win. I kind of think this will need nasty plot late game. I think without setup it's going to be a little bit light on its damage output. its best stab move is the energy ball, which isn't that great. I mean, it could do grass knot, but I'm not a big fan of grass knot. Not even just for the contact, but things like Manaphy and Fion, strong Pokemon that end up being 20 base powers, like stab super effective is not going to be that much. Like, stab super effective would be 60. In my cursed, the level up move was the move cursed. Does that mean we're cursed to not learn any special attacks? We should make a pivot? Yo, hello there, Denny. So glad you could make it. Earlier I was... No chatters, I know, dude. It's been so quiet. I'm pulling hairs. I wanted to get a response from chat for an earlier situation. There was a Golbat with Fire Blast and Blizzard, and it was either to full send Leafeon or make the pivot because I have a Dust Ball, and I still could continue to scout if we want to look at other options. But let me know. Do you like this no ability rate stat distribution, one move Leafeon? The stress comes from the fact that we only learn a move every 7 levels. So if our level 15 move is not a special attack, we don't get a move until our next move until the end of the gym. And it's just like, it's gonna keep building like that. Like, every time we're begging for a special attack and we don't get it, it's a milestone before we get our next level up move. So it is a risk. It just needs moves. So I mean, I'll leave it up to you. Do we make a pivot to either Golbat or, you know, something else we might see? Or do you want to just full send and not risk scouting? Muck could be good with Intimidate. If it's a special attacker, I'm not a big fan of like physical attacker intimidates. If the Muck has stab, that would be cool. Can't risk scouting for stab. Drizzle Queen. I would say Sandstream Queen would, Nidoqueen would be scarier. If it had Sandstream, it wouldn't be taking chip damage and be extra weak to water. Doing alright today, Denny. How are you? With her. I was not scouting it. I got into a second encounter by accident. The Powdon is a 525 BST. It only learns 9 level up moves, but it's a special attacker. Wow. That did 8 damage, resisted. Maybe Tinted Lens? I could see that being Tinted Lens. I'm honestly still leaning towards the Leafeon. Like, yeah, that was decent. Yeah, exactly. Thunder alone is worse than this. Has Mold Breaker for a second ability, that's cool. So probably Tinted Lens and Mold Breaker. It's a little risky to scout the Muck, but we can scout it. Thing is definitely a special attacker, because that one had Mold Breaker and it did that amount of damage. So I'm assuming that it's a fast glass cannon. Which damage it's doing. So I could do a quick calc. Special defense is 7, 9. Thunder is what? 120? $36 to $49. That's very possible max special attack. That has a chance of being max special attack. That's insane. Welcome back, Miguel. And he was fast, right? Because he was trapping us consistently at level 9. Yeah, that thing probably dies to a water gun. And an ice shard. Aqua jet. Okay, no intimidate buff. Interesting. I know, I was worried about stab super effective, and his stab super effective ended up being Poison Sting. I predicted it. I knew he had a stab super effective, but I was expecting like Sludge Bomb or Gunk Shot. Burke, how you doing tonight? I think Swampert is slow, and I don't want to risk scouting a slow, strong Pokemon. If I expect it to be slow, it's just not worth even making that pivot. I really think Leafeon is the best choice. The other choice would have been the Golbat, which we still could go for if we wanted. I'll scout once. $33 to $43. That thing has insane special attack too. It could be a max of 237 special attack if that was a low roll. Yeah, if it's that strong and it's not trapping us, I mean, best case scenario, it's exactly average and it's 22 speed at level 9. But if it's anything below that, it's just going to be at risk of a grass move. We'll send the Leafy on Josh. How you doing tonight, Josh? There was one more Pokemon in that patch. I'm not too threatened by the Hippowdon, as long as his last move is not a good move. So we can find out what the last one is. Doing well, Josh. Thank you for asking. Last is Gorbis. So, final thoughts in the chat. Mold Breaker, Hippowdon, Golbat, Swampert, Muck, and I guess Octillery. Polytone. I Leafy on you too. I Leaf on you too. Earlier, when I didn't have anyone in the chat, there was a choice between keeping a low HP, low special defense, but high special attack, high speed, speed boost, Rapidash. It was 18 speed, 20 special attack at level 5 with speed boost, but it had like 19 HP and like 8 special defense. And so the other option was a Shelder with a Waterstone, but nobody was in chat, so I ended up doing the Waterstone pivot. Ended up being a pretty bad for Alligator that just got hooked by the first trainer. And then ended up being that the Rapidash was not learning any special attacks. It was just getting Earth Power at the catch. It had Earth Power, and that was it. Alright, here we go. New move at 15. Move or bust. Okay, good throw. Good crit. Is the guy to hail? Does not. Magical Leap would be really cool. I didn't think of that. I was thinking of Energy Ball. But yeah, Magical Leap would be a good option. I think it hits both Pokemon in a double fight. 60 base power, never misses. 20 PP. It's not the strongest. It's no Dragon Pulse. It's no Thrower. Right? Like, technically Thunderbolt is stronger than Stab. Magical Leaf. An idiot. Crush Grip. Oof. I don't like the idea of getting rid of Hammer Arm. I want to lower my speed. I think Bone Club is a little better. Crush Grip has a strong base power and can help on things like that Celebi. So if I know that they're a special defensive tank, Crush Grip on turn 1 will do a lot of damage compared to everything else. It would be 121 base power. Hammer Arm and Crush Grip both can hit Ghost types. And technically, it's our only contact move, so we stay with one contact move. Another X attack, unfortunate. The King. Super effective move. Okay. Good one shot. Good XP. Crit. That he gets it. Okay, we break through. Oof, Monferno, what a demon. Gosh. I need that energy ball. Thank you for throwing. That was scary for a second, yeah. But we pulled through. Just had to use up our heals, unfortunately. Made it to the gym in the first hour of the night. Good luck. New move at 22, near the end of the gym leader fight. If not the last Pokemon. Good flinch. Alright, here we go. Good luck. You missed, thank goodness. Good one shot. Okay, next level. And this is the ace. Yeah, the rock move is picking out the scary mons, which is nice. Okay. Looking promising. Oh my gosh, what an idiot. GG. And our new move, Guillotine. I want to say no. It never works in the benefit that I want it to. And please give me a good TM. Prison. Imprison is a way to counter the transform Pokemon, but it's not something I would delete a move for. Yeah, I'm a little worried about this run. It's gonna be an uphill battle. I don't know if I want that as my HM Pokemon. He's tanky and slow.
That is the complete opposite of what I expected. Or did I just look at that wrong? Yeah, no, he's tanky and slow. How the hell was he trapping? Was he not trapping us? And I don't think he was trapping us. It was the Hippowdon that was trapping us. My bad.
Wow, if his evolution had compound eyes, that would have been insane.
It for sure has moves. Who has moves? The Golbat? Ah, Focus Punch was the other one. If it got rid of Focus Punch at level 5, that would have been a pivot. But my luck, I would have had a physical evolution.
So the reason I didn't use the Dusk Ball on catching the HM partner is there could be consideration for a Copium pivot in the Rock Smash, and a Dusk Stone would give us that guarantee to catch it. We get a high BST, high level out of the Rock Smash. Might consider it. If it was Tentacruel, I would have considered Tentacruel. Cruella. Technically, Tentacool would have evolved, right? Wasn't Tentacool like close to its evolution level? Isn't it like 22 on it? Or is it 35? It's 35 and it would not have been worth it. Max Ether is good. That'll help Power Gem. Evo at 30? It's technically the rival. Something we could consider in the future. Thoughts on a name for Leafeon? It is a female. Cabbage is a good name. Next level up move isn't until 29, either at the end of the Slowpoke well or end of the rival fight. I think I'm gonna need a nasty pop for this guy. Or Calm Mind or something. Shard, cool. Full heal is nice. Good crit. Yo, Matthew Scholes, how you doing tonight? Talia, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. If you have any questions about the Kaizo Ironmon challenge, feel free to ask. We do have to go back for the green shard before entering this cave. That way we can have our Lumberry and Rostberry. Leafeon is the best, I agree. If it can get a good move on its level up at 29, it can go far. If it doesn't, I don't know. I don't know how far it's gonna go. One move wonder is typically not successful. So the Pokemon games, absolutely. Black and White were a great series. Put a lot of hours into that. Play this times 4. Should one shot. I'm the same way, to be honest. I prefer the linear maps over the open world. Personally, didn't really care for Scarlet and Violet. And even the Legends, I didn't get Legends ZA. And Legends Arceus was okay. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't really my game style. And I didn't get like Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu. Like I didn't really like the act of it changing the catching style and battle style to be like Pokemon Go. Welcome back, Denny. Personally, I care more for the battles themselves than the map or the story. Like this challenge is more about the concept of each and every battle that I'm in, instead of the what's it called? Like the path that I'm taking. Like I have the path memorized that it's just autopilot, and I'm more focused on like what's occurring in each fight. If I played champions, I played a lot of champions actually. I was just checking my win rate on it, and I think I had 283 wins in doubles. I play it while I'm at work. And then I'll ironically I'll go from playing on my Switch to playing on my phone. And I'll play the same team on Pokemon Showdown. I've had thoughts to stream it instead of doing Kaizo. I don't know, maybe it's a what's it called? That the syndrome thing from Beauty and the Beast. Captor syndrome or kidnapper syndrome, whatever it's called. I feel like this game has kidnapped me, and I can just every day. Can't wait to beat it. Something's gotta crack the code. Ooh, nice. Stockholm Syndrome, thank you. I don't know why I can remember it, because I've been to Stockholm, Maine. Like, I've been to the town where it's originated from, but I don't know why I couldn't remember it. He must have lost his 2 offense moves, because he is just being super dumb. Why did I have to say something? Get our level 29 here? We might on the next fight. If the level 18 is a good BST Pokemon. If not, we're gonna be like 2 XP off. Maybe. Nice crit. Good level up. Let's go. Come on, please. I beg. I plead. I cry. Show me mercy. Ugh. I think I can say yes to that. 70 base power is decent, but it's not really super effective against anything. Like right now, it's Crush Grip for base power, Psycho Cut and Bone Club for coverage, Power Gem for Spam A. Oof. Pokemon Ranger! Oh my gosh, I would love to play that on stream. I tried. I actually did get it and I set it up, and I attempted like a personal like run, but without a stylus pad, it's so difficult. Like the sensitivity on your mouse and your mouse pad have to both be really good in order to have like a smooth gameplay with it. If I get an opportunity where I can do something where I can do Pokemon Ranger, I absolutely would stream that because that is an amazing game. Yeah, it's tough for anyone to play it because like you need a sketch pad. You need a pad and a stylus where you can do that bottom screen. I had my friend actually do something where he was able to set it up, and he has been playing it on his computer, but he has another device. I need to find out like where he got it. It's not a stylus pad. He's using something else. I think it's like one of those ball mouses or something. I don't know. All I know is he said that he was playing it, and I got real jealous. That's with slow start. Oh my gosh. Nice. Perfect. I just didn't want to go into the next Pokemon asleep. So I feel like I played that perfectly. Awesome. I think I still have the DS cartridge, and I still have my DS. I just don't think my capture card can capture the DS to the computer. I could look into that. See if an Elgato can attach to a DS. But I'm pretty sure it can't because it needs to be that certain wire. It needs to be that DS wire. And I have a different capture card that can capture specifically phone. But I don't think I can get it on my phone. Technically the phone screen would work, I would just need a stylus. That would be cool to play. Deadworm, welcome to the chat. Is the BST limit $5.99? 600 and higher can only be if you evolve into it. Okay. Good luck. The way you phrase it makes me think to ask the question, do you normally watch a stream where they change their rules for their stream to be the limit at 600? Like, are you watching streamers who are using 600 BST Pokemon? Emerald National Dex should only be $5.99 and lower. I beat it in 2 weeks. I beat it in under 1,000 runs. Personally, I don't think it's that hard. People swear up and down the road that it's the hardest, but in my opinion, this is definitely the hardest. Nope. This is knockout. So, why did I do that? I really didn't. I just, in my mind, I told myself he was tanky, and I psyched myself out. No, it's I'm telling you for a fact it's $5.99 below. 600 and higher is only if you evolve into it. In National Dex Emerald, you get 9 favorites, and you don't have a legendary clause, so all 9 of your favorites can be legendaries, and you can have 580 BST legendaries for all of them, which makes it so easy, in my opinion. Like, that's how I was able to win with a Gouging Fire. Regular Emeralds, Kaizo Ironmon probably is tough. Like, I haven't done that one yet. We have used Leafeon once before. It was a great Leafeon. It made it all of the way to the radio tower after the gym gauntlet, so it made it past 7 gyms. It made it to the 3rd phase of the radio gauntlet, all the way to Archer, to the last fight. First Pokemon Archer had was Dragonite. I clicked my strongest move, he tanked it, clicked Perish Song, instant loss. I thought I had a paralyzed heal. It was not what I thought it was. It was an antidote. Right. Our last status heal is a held berry item. Not status heal, HP heal. You know what? I'm gonna do the lychee berry again. I think that worked. It's a good concept. That can work. Good luck. Oh, got him. And you know what that did? It made him switch off of the boost that he had. It's still disabled, right? Okay, he missed the Psy Wave, which is huge. Let's see. Alright, Praise Lord Helix, good luck. 5 HP in a dream. Ah, I didn't flinch. GG's, I just didn't have enough moves. U-turn, payback, slash, doom desire. Yeah, no special attacks. Ladder. Yup, 0 special attacks. That was dead wrong. See this guy. Into Compound Eyes, physical attacker. What a slap in the face, dude. I was saying that the whole time. I was saying, what if Goldbat evolves into a Compound Eyes special attacker with Fire Blast, Blizzard, Hydro Pump? Thunderbolt, F-15. Bruh. Lame. Technician. Technically, average speed. He was average speed. Thunderbolt. Wow. Judgment. Psycho Boost. Muddy Water. Thunderbolt. Bubble Beam. All TMs were bad. Come on. Very slow. Out on. Uh-oh. I was right, he was a special attacker. With no special attacks. I guess Swampert was the pivot. Sad. Technician with Confusion. It's pretty cool. My cabbages! Cabbage is healthy, but has no taste to it. It was doomed to fail. I prefer romaine lettuce. Where's his offense? How does he have 0 attack? This could have been so good. Average is 14, so this thing's gotta have like, probably like 50, maybe 40 base stat in this attack. Just too weak. Fire Punch and Spark with Water Spout, Water Absorb. Spinach is next. I like spinach. D-Worm, if you join our Discord, send the link in the Discord. I am interested in seeing it. Because as far as I'm aware, each game does not have their own rule set. Depending on what game it is, depends on how many favorites you get, but other than that, a Kaizo Ironmon rule set is meant to be the same across the board for every game that you play. Occasionally, like, each one will get new moves that might get banned, right? Like, here it's just Spore and Assist. Later on, there's going to be, like, more moves that are not allowed. So I'm interested in what source you're looking at compared to what source that I used. Also, I should mention, when I played Kaizo Ironmon on National Dex Emerald, it was 2 years ago. It was 2024. So if they changed the rules in the last 2 years, that is possible. Because a rule that I know was changed is you're now allowed to use Smoke Ball. Before, you were not allowed to use a Smoke Ball to run from wild encounters. Yo, Maisie in the house. A legend, an absolute legend has joined the chat. Maisie, how have you been, my friend? I bet Maisie is so wise. After a year of meditation up on the mountains, he's got wise words to instill on us. Oh shoot, what was the last one? I wasn't looking. Snoring. Talia, have a great night. Have a great time at Orlando tomorrow. Safe travels. Just subbed. I appreciate that. Maisie, it's great to have you back, man. Football as well. So something weird is happening with it, Maisie, because I saw that you just did the membership, but it didn't pop up, which normally it would. The other night, Denny also did a gifted membership, and it didn't pop up either. So I'm not sure why, but thank you for the membership. The subbies, I don't know how to do a pop-up for the subs. I would include that if that was something I had. Truthfully, as much as I wanted to make growth in the channel and like create quality of life improvements, I just get into these environments where I work 60-hour weeks and I just stream and work and stream and work. I barely remember anything about OBS, I feel that. Yeah, I have a cushy job now. It's easy, it's simple, but yeah, I work 6 days a week. I think I stick with Porygon. The goal is to get a working laptop that I can bring to work and do stuff while I'm at work. Thank you, Maisie. Partnership is at 500, correct? I know, I think last time you were here, I was at like 334. Because it was, I remember that number because it was my old address from growing up. $500 and having the watch hours, yeah. I mean, that was easy because I stream every day for up to 6 to 8 hours. So that was that wasn't hard. Especially when during the summertime I'll hit like 100 viewers a stream at a time. Also don't know how that is set up, Maisie, but our personal best for HeartGold is a Kingdra who made it to the final rival encounter. So the rival in Kanto had a Houndoom with Transform, and he used our own set against us. We had our second best be very close. It was a Typhlosion that died to a Whirlwind into Explosion Dialga. And then the third personal best would be the Spiritomb who beat the Elite Four, and second fight of the boat, I got hit by a critical hit Leaf Storm and got one shot. That was soul crushing because that was 10 minutes into day 2. I ended the stream after beating the Elite Four after not beating it in like 6 months. Come back the next day, die 10 minutes into the stream. Ripped Captain Crunch, but I don't think that was Captain Crunch. That was, what was the name of that one? I could technically spend the time scouting roleplay on all of these Pokemon out here. I'm gonna do it after scouting everything else and doing the first trainer because I'd rather be safe and not die to Dragon Rage if I can avoid it. Captain Crunch was forever a legend, facts. I just wish this Porygon was stronger. It absolutely could have been a runner if it was stronger. It's bulky and fast. It's gonna be a menace to take out if we don't have, like, super effective for it. The moves are really good. Bite, Fire Punch, Spark. Solid moveset. Perfect nature. Though Adamant probably would have been a little bit better. Yeah, 1 Intimidate and this thing is weakening damage on the opponents. Swords Dance and it's decent. Kinda. Yeah, but it's a significant decrease from average. Average is 80 base stat. This thing is like 30. Maybe 40. Goat milk, nice. You know, Maisie, ever since that day that you called it goat milk, I've been calling it goat milk ever since. Most people in the current stream don't even know that origin. Just roleplay huge power every battle. I love that. Hell yeah. Whoops, no, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, poison point. I found out. Okay, I failed successfully. I wanted to scout the ability, and I did. Not having zero attack saved us right there. Let me put roleplay as the first slot, just to keep me from doing that again. That was funny. Agreed, Maisie. I mean, truth be told, there have been losses due to my poor decision making. We've also had, like, some of the worst RNG known to man. The amount of Pokemon who live at 1 HP, or the amount of critical hits the opponents will do. FireRed Kaizo, have Porygon 2 with great attack stats, sword stance, and extreme speed. Nice. Maisie, I'm not sure how many wins you have seen from us, but I'll just give you a recap for all of our previous wins. We do have 3 current crowns. We have FireRed with the Own Temple Flareon, National Dex FireRed with Flash Fire Celesteela, and National Dex Emerald with Shed Skin Couching Fire. Ooh, the confusion with +4 attack did you in. I know that feeling. National Dex before regular Emerald, yup. And I didn't even go back. And I decided, let's do HeartGold. How hard could it be? The other night, oh man, we had a Kingdra get to the Lance fight of the Elite Four. That was a sad loss. It's so long, yeah. Like 5 hours, 5 to 6 hours just to get to the Elite Four. 3 streams to beat it, yeah. I'm a degenerate, so I stream long hours. Cider's not bad. Yeah, I have gotten clumsy at times. I do enjoy playing. I will say that. Like, I wouldn't be able to do what I do if I wasn't having fun. If it wasn't something that was enjoyable.
And that's why I keep playing, because then the other option is to stop and then not be playing, and then it's like, okay, well, then what do I do? Like, well, let's play Kaizo.
An underdog, it's not bad. Really the only pivot. Not really happy with any of these. Yeah, this game's tracker needs more love. It struggles to do things sometimes. And like there's still the infamous repel glitch where if you overspam the repel and like go through certain areas, it can crash the game and just make it so that you have to force close and you lose the file. And then they tried it. I brought it up to them once when I started playing, you know, a year and a half ago, and they tried to do an update for it, but when they made an update, what they ended up doing was they just deleted all repels from the entire game. You couldn't buy it anywhere. And I was like, I'd rather deal with the glitch than deal with no repels.
It was like, no, this is not a solution. We could do Copium, or we could full send this. Or we could do, what's his name? Do Scyther.
Scyther's not bad. It's another 500 BST. Evolve. Yeah, Copium in the Sprout Tower could be an option.
Yeah, when I say Copium, that's what I mean, because I never do the cave pivot. I'm trying to find another Scyther that has another ability. Pretty sure he only has one.
He has had some good copium pivots out of the tower. Tentacle, Arcanine. Yeah, we could. I was thinking of that as well, except if there was a Pokemon that I wanted to do the transform on, it would be worth it, but I've seen anything for it. I'd say this Scyther is like the last option out here, if there was to be anything. And I'll take the... Do I take the time to go and roleplay everything in the first patch? Do we really think this file is a run? Because if this file is not a run, there's no point in wasting time. It's just worth looking for the Scyther. Give him one last chance. Technically, it's okay VST with potential of changing. You say rod pivot. How do I do the rod pivot? I know of the rock smash pivot, but I've never done the rod pivot. Or the rock. In the Pokemon, really? Oh my gosh, I did not know that. And then what level are the rod Pokemon? Like, are they low level, or are they within the 5 levels that you would be? Because if you leave the gym at 22, and then you have... I think that fight is able to be skipped. The first one should be able to get skipped. The other two can be skipped. So if you don't get any fights, you'll be at 22. So you have to be fishing 17 to 27. It's 15s. Is that allowed? Are you able to do more than under 5? Because I remember reading the rules, and it had to be within 5. Yeah, but you leave the gym at 22. If you do all fights outside, all fights in the tower, and all fights in the gym. I don't think that's the pivot. Do I reconsider xCloud? Well, see, the issue with that theory, Maisie, is if you go down all the way that you want and just not higher than 5, then technically you are allowed to make the pivot at the Lake of Rage with the shiny Gyarados and get like
shiny Pokemon, and then you also get access to the running trio Pokemon that are going around, because you'll encounter the level 40s. Download xCloud, interesting. That's good attack, that's good attack. Usually when we have Egg Bomb doesn't get a move. Doesn't get a move until 11. So if that's its own move, that's not worth it. That is true. It is definitely a hinder if you do the risk and you lose a lot. I guess I've just had a closed mindset to it. Yo, Surface Learner, how you doing tonight? That's why they forced to pivot in the Ultra Kaizo. Gotcha. It has gotten better. Thank you for checking in on that. We do have a lot of special defense, but that was better. It is a level 5 as well. And the fact that it did 2 damage, not just 1, is a good sign in theory. But I would have preferred seeing 3 damage, because those are usually the stronger ones. I'm not feeling it, to be honest. Not feeling it. I think Copium is better. Carrying the Kaizo community, facts, maybe. Yeah, the other night I slept on my neck wrong and I had a pinched nerve that was just giving me a lot of uncomfort. Yeah, let's do the Copium. Go duo, just what I came in here for. Sketch Executor. Yeah, it doesn't register it for some reason. Lava Plume, cool move, not a special attacker. I don't think we take it. I could try to justify the act of having a no contact over roleplay, but I was kind of hoping to save roleplay for all of the Copiums, the Rock Smash, the second floor, the fishing. Special Bubblegum Pog. That was a crit. Huge XP in here. Soda Pop, nice. Can't one-shot a level 5 seed hot facts. Duskstone Mischievous actually could be good. It's definitely an underdog, but it is over 400 BST, so in theory it could be built pretty well. I would have to go for the level 9 to justify it. I'll leave it up to you guys. Stay with the Porygon or Copium to Mischievous. Ooh, switch and stay. Mateus, how are you doing tonight? We got a lot of people in chat tonight, so I'll hear everyone's thoughts. Do a quick little verbal poll. Any other thoughts? Switch or stay? The second one can be a level 9. Nope, sad. Right now the chat is 1-1. Alright, we found the level 9. What do you guys think? Do we make this pivot or stick with the Porygon Z? What's the real chance to beat Faulkner with Pori? We're bulky. We're not strong. We have coverage. Everything is a reshot. I do have a couple heals. Technically, my heal back would make it win. Technically, as long as I'm not dying to like aftermath and shenanigans, like rough skin and stuff, I do think it technically can beat Faulkner, but that doesn't guarantee a better pivot after Faulkner. That's just dragging on a dead horse. So if I scout Deadworm, the issue is, let's say Mischievous will not be what we catch. All I'm doing is giving myself damage for the rest of this dungeon without any benefit. So unfortunately we can't really scout other than what we already have. Get 8 extra pivot chances. True, because of all of the different water locations. See, I don't even see on the tracker when we're looking at like the information after a run ends. It only says trees and grass. It never says anything about the water. So I didn't even know it existed, let alone how many. I don't even know how many Pokemon are in each water patch. What do you think, Maisie? Pivot or stay? I like the immunities. One in each. Evos I already know. Dusknoir, Dusclops, Spaynet, Spiritomb, Frostlass, Drifblim, Gengar, Haunter. I mean, he's stronger. Oh, my speed. Make your dreams come true. Facts. Did that put it out of range of knockout? It did. No. Bro, that's crazy. He's dealing as much damage as I was doing. Hail? No. Future Sight is already my Shedinja answer. Ah, that'll do it. Dance, wow. It wasn't too bad. Did I not see what I thought? Did I have a shiny stone?
No, Shiny Stone was in the last file. Unfortunate.
All the reels hit the like. Facts.
Everyone hits the like button at the same time, it'll spawn a good Pokemon in the lab. So I will say, we after so long of playing this game, we have decided to choose the best Pokemon in the lab rather than the first one. Every other rule we follow, it's just I don't want to be stuck in the lab every stream, 3 minutes of running back and forth every time with a shit Pokemon. It's just not fun. Because at the end of the day, it's meant to be enjoyable. If I win on a file without following that rule, throw stones, I guess. I don't know. PP Max, that's a great find. It's a strong and fast Gyarados, but it's a glass cannon, and it doesn't have any special attacks. I did that for a bit as well, Maisie, but then chat wasn't too content with it. Because they were perceiving it as I'm giving... Venusaur could definitely be a pivot. I will say that, you know, the couple people who were hating on me for it are no longer here. So maybe I will. Maybe I will reset if I get a crap Pokemon in the lab. Somebody put a bet to have me beat it before 6,000, so I was also trying to get every value out of each file without just, like, burning through them all. That was when I was at 5,700. My physical moves were not knocking that out. Your body, set. Simple was bulk up. No discharge, no dragon dance. Bulk up would have been really cool, because it would have counteracted Intimidate. And it could have really taken advantage of being like a split attacker. 2 physical, bulk up, and a special. That is why we reset in the lab. I want to pull my hair out. Oh my gosh, why did you have to have the minus speed, dude? I wanted the shiny stone file. Give me the shiny stone. Give me a Metagross, please. 7% chance. I like the randomized starter. I feel like if I saw the same Pokemon in the lab every time and I chose the same one, I feel like similar to how in Baldur's Gate, for example, like phase one ends up being so obsolete to the storyline that I wish that there was a way that you could just choose to not do phase one. And that would be what this would feel like as well. Where it would be like if I kept being on the same repetitive path with the same Pokemon in the same circumstances, just seeing different grass encounters, I feel like that would get stale very quickly. Please run, please run, please run. You got this. It's a level 3. Ah, I ran in the grass and I messed up the walk counter. Oof. Dead pile. Please give me a water stone. Oh my gosh, please give me a water stone. Stab, water spout. Neutral nature. This thing is kind of an underdog. It's a glass cannon, but it's good speed, a hair below average special attack. El Hombre. Full send. Trying to predict, is Volt Tackle better to use on arrivals for boot tops, or is Water Spout? Because the pro and con is if he is faster and does damage, Water Spout's neutral stab will be reduced. Volt Tackle will be super effective, but it's using my lower attack, and the chip damage after his damage could be the difference of a knockout on ourselves. Especially if I hit a super luck crit. Just crit every water spout, true. Just Perish Song, what am I saying? Or give me a water stone for the last item. A bastard. Damn, that did a lot of damage. Lone Ray, what? Damn, Daniel. Bulk up, ooh. I've seen enough full send. Stab water spell shall carry with a critical hit. So tempting to wait for the stone. I'm trying to justify it in my head, but the reality is the evolution options are kind of vast, and it can end up being really bad. Right? Cherim, Carnivine, Blossom, Tangela, Jumpluff, Luminion, Kingler, Tropius, Cacturn, Seaking, Seadra, Caudon, Rayloom, Sharpedo, Mantine, Victory Bell, Abomasnow, Wishcash, Gastrodon. Like, it's a long list of mediocre to below average Pokemon. It's a full roulette. Other hand, download Torterra sounds pretty fun. People gripe on ×4 weaknesses, but we've done very well with them. Goodbyes. Goodbyes. I prefer Magmar over Electabuzz because Magmar's evolution options are better. You have more higher BST fire types than electric types. Number 3. Dragon Eagles number 3. Thoughts in the chat. Do we want to stay with Lombre, or do we want to consider Torterra / Electabuzz? It's very risky to scout because of the low special defense. Like, if Torterra has any special attack, it'll probably one-shot.
Yeah, we could always try to get all of the other items and then have Forterra as backup. And it's not like Lombre is slow by any means. It can definitely scout everything even after the first trainer before making a pivot, just to be safe. I'll look for this last 15% spawn, and then love the odds of Electabuzz. Yeah, but my luck, I'll get an Electrode out of it. Alright, we're gonna send it. We're gonna send it with the Lombre. Yeah, right? That'd be funny if we get the Electrolyzer instead of the Water Stone. This trainer didn't know what was gonna hit him. Hilarious. I'm in danger. Yeah. That was the biggest bluff of Water Absorb in my life. Going for an Eevee to get the Metagross evolution. This game knows how to twist my heart and break it into pieces. Because it knows what I want, it just doesn't give it to me. Yeah. No luck. Sunstone bait. All the water dried up and it turned into a sunstone. Luck's right. Gotta pay the tax, Ray. Ooh, the Zong. We've had great runs with Zong. He's a level 6 as well, so he could get to level 7 move. And I don't know why, I don't know how, but for some reason, there is a higher chance for your second encounter have a neutral nature compared to any other encounter. And this is our second encounter with Bronzong. So I'm gonna stop right here for a quick second and let chat decide. Do we want to make a full pivot to Bronzong without scouting the rest? I'll look at one move. I'll look at 2 moves. I'll look at 3 moves. It's got no special attack. No! No, that can't be true. That only did 11? Nine to 11. Oh, that's so bad. Ah, that's so bad. It's not even like a nature situation. It's not rivalry. It's nothing causing that to be bad except for the fact that it has no special attack. When I saw extrasensory, I thought I was dead. Because if it was strong, if it actually was strong, it would have one-shot. That was the move I wanted to see, but not the damage I wanted it to do. So, other than that, it would be Luxray with Torterra as a backup. The turtle does have download, which could be fun. We did have a bulk up for the frustration, but frustration should be at max base power on that guy, so I want to say he's likely to just be a bulky Bronzong, which is very annoying to think about. If he's all bulk, no offense. Swallow for the last one with Trace. I mean, if I am locking into pivoting, I could use that to find out Luxray's abilities. Golduck is also an option, it's 500 BST, it's not bad. Obama Snow. I said just a moment ago that I run ×4 weak Pokemon, but some of them I just am not a fan of, and Obama Snow is one of them. There's too many weaknesses. Like, you can get away with it when it's something like Swampert, or even like Flygon, because you get some immunities.
That was close. I looked away for a second, and all of a sudden I was at 4 health. Two 4 times plus 0 resistance. Piece of garbage. Facts. I think we do Luxray first. Do we want to do Swalot for Trace into Luxray? I think that's not a bad idea either. That way we can force a good ability. Knowing my luck, if it's slow, I won't do the Scout on Bronzong for its ability, because I am curious what its ability is. Because that could be a scenario, right? Technically, okay, that's something I didn't consider, is technically Bronzong could have been almost average special attack if it wasn't because it has low special attack, but because it had normalized. If the ability was normalized, then that would have just been neutral, not stab. Could leave the Bronzong pivot open, true. That actually isn't a bad idea. I feel bad for this Lombre, because he should have gotten his shot. Remind me if and when this file dies to look up what the Lombre's evolution was. Because if it ends up being like a Carnivine or something silly, like, I want to feel that justice. Luxray is slower than us. Maisie, do you like the Tropius meme photo? It's the shocked Pikachu meme, but with a Tropius instead of a Pikachu. The other option is to just full send Lombre. Still an option. I don't think that. You were close. If it didn't have the minus special attack, that definitely would have been 27 special attack. You were actually on the money with that. Just the speed, unfortunately. R.I.P. Lombre. I'll keep Golduck as a backup for Torterra, and then Bronzong will be the backup for Golduck.
Okay, so I got you. I need to fix it, buddy. Come here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey. My cat wanted to lay on me, but his leg like went into a weird spot, so I went to fix it, and he did not like that. Awesome. Let the luck return. Facts, Friezo. Facts. HP is robbing all the stats of this Luxray. And nature not helping either. Taking away another 20%. This will let us scout the speed of Torterra. Nice. Oops, sorry, to go. I'm not catching it to pivot, I'm catching it to just get out of the fight. And then I'm gonna catch the Torterra. A little bit of a glass cannon, but it's good speed, good offense, split offense, making use of download pretty well. Nah, it ain't wild, it's strategic. Serene Graze, sad. He was slow. This is fine. The sprite for Torterra? Yeah, it's a good sprite. Alright, do we like the Torterra enough to stay with it, or do we want to switch to Golduck? Because Golduck would be a level 8. No! Ignition. Why couldn't you be good, dude? Dark Pulse? Really? Dude, that's sad. That's so sad to see. I just lose too often to unaware do like Pokemons like that. Yeah, that would have been a pivot. Eruption, Shockwave. That's it. Maybe not. Sludge Bomb. No Almond Swim though.
all that for a dud. Oh, Lotad. Lombre. Into Executor. Energy Ball and move relearner, that's so sad. They lost Energy Ball for Parasong, dude. If I didn't lose Energy Ball, I probably would have full sent it. Because this could have used Water Spout, Energy Ball pretty well. No worries, on to the next. Let's get a runner, man. I don't have work tomorrow, so I want a runner. Raise? It wasn't the minus attack. Actually, could have been a full send. With attack order? I could pivot. Interesting. Six? What ability do you have? Suction cups? Ooh. If I was to do that, probably have to get the level 3 so I don't lose a good move. And plus, ooh. The Doom with the Ice Body, that's cool. No! Suction Cups makes it so that Pokemon with Whirlwind and Roar cannot make you switch out of fight. So it pretty much only works when I have my partner Pokemon in the back. It doesn't force my runner to get switched out. It's a quality of life thing, but it's not really needed. Extrasensory, Aeroblast, a lot of physical attacks, but it was a split offense. Maybe a hair below average speed because it's 73, but I think the one in front of us had a plus speed nature. It's the only way it would have been faster. Psychic, Ice Beam, Aeroblast, Shock. Wow. Good moveset on the level 3. Route, bro. Unfortunate. The Houndoom could have been cool.
Good night, Maisie. Thank you so much for joining our stream. I'm really glad that you're doing well and you're back to making content. I'm really excited. Be in contact with me. If you ever want to collab again, let me know. But for now, have a great night and we'll see you again soon. Yeah, it's GG. I need a poison. Or a crit. A crit would work too. Two subscribers away from 700. That's crazy. If I didn't already have plans for Sunday, I would have done like a celebration stream in the event that we hit 700 like tonight. But what I might do instead is just wait till 750. Do a milestone stream at 750. Chimeco's an underdog? Yo, Chimeco wants to run? Here's our pivot. Right, it'll be a level 5 Spirit Tomb. That's fine. Since now I know that Ilmise has a grass move, I actually am gonna heal. Thought he only had the fire move. Not slow, that's a good sign. And unsure on that damage calc. That was super effective but low level.
Okay, I see you. Might be a blast cannon, but I want to say he's a special attacker, not a physical attacker. Need the higher level before the grass kills me. And I have to go and heal and be at max health each time just in case I don't catch the Spirit Tomb right away. I don't want to end up eating a... I don't want to end up eating a Hydro Cannon at half health. At this point, we just gotta pray that the nature doesn't screw us. Because I can't lock in exactly which one we'll get. Oh my gosh, come on, dude. I'm tempted to pivot before going for the Spirit Tomb, but if I end up with a frail Pokemon, I could end up dying to Spirit Tomb anyway. So this is the better play because I'm tanky enough to do it this way. But it's so meticulously slow because the Spirit Tomb ends up being a 5% spawn for the level 5. I was low-key expecting his last move to be Headbutt. I was close. Slam. Similar. It's not that hard to be a level 5. All the cool kids are doing it. Still watching Kaizo? I appreciate it. Uh-oh. Please, please run, please run. That's it. GG. That's so lame. See how good he was. Captain Crunch, but high speed, high HP, and not a lot of offense. No setup. Yeah. He was okay, but he was crazy. Shadow Ball, Lava Plume, Chatter, Nature Power, Grass Knot, Heat Wave, wow. I mean, low offense, right? 48 is not a lot, but good moveset to at least kind of compensate. Dark Void, Dragon Rage, Void. Alright, let's do one more. Try one more time. Nah, we gotta get some sleep soon. Fake out good in Kaizo? Not really, unfortunately. You're still making contact, and you're doing very little damage. So all you're doing is just adding an extra turn of at the start of every battle. You're instead of battle just being one turn per Pokemon, you're doing 2 turns for the first Pokemon. Additionally, you could also end up activating Steadfast, giving them a speed boost, or they could have the ability Inner Focus or Shield Dust, where they ignore the fake out flinch. So it doesn't really give us much. It'll be used just to, you know, make use of it if, like, I have nothing else, but I would not say it's like a staple move. If we were doing the double Kaizo, I could maybe see it being a little bit more significant in that. Yes, correct. There is a double Kaizo. I tried it back in the day when I was on FireRed. The concept pretty much is rather than having just one Pokemon and an HM Pokemon, you have 2 Pokemon and an HM Pokemon. So your double Pokemon is not your HM partner, and you're not giving your runners HM moves. However, the cool and probably the fun part about it is you're not just given 1 pivot per area, you're given 2 pivots per area. So you can either cycle out the same slot, you can cycle out both slots. Let's say Ampharos was going to be my partner Pokemon, my second. If I wanted to get a second Ampharos to replace it, because I didn't like the nature, I would be allowed to do that. I just wanted to know if he was worth getting the 5 or not. Unfortunate. The best I was able to do was get to Brock. I never got like a full-fledged event with it. It's very tough. It's a very tough thing because it's not that both Pokemon need to die for you to lose. If either of your Pokemon dies, you lose. So you have to do even more damage output every turn while balancing taking double damage potentially, right? If they double target one Mon, I said one more and then I kept playing. This will be the last one. This will be the last one. Oh, miss, dude. Come on, I needed that. Yeah, just end it. We beat the rival. Fortunately, cannot run this. It's not that good. It's got a lot of health. That's about it. It's kind of below average on everything else. Okay, defense and special defense, but it's split offense, but it's below average on both sides. We're gonna stupid people. Needs to be 17 speed and not like 24 speed. I knew it. I knew it. I even undersold it. I said 24 and what did it do? It went to 27. Holy. Well, I can scout the 5% in this area without any scare of being slower. Last one never wants to spawn. I'm okay with running the Porygon if there isn't anything here for us to pivot to, but I would like to consider my options. Always the one that doesn't spawn, yeah. It's always in this patch. So yeah, it's gonna end up being like a Burmy or Magikarp or something, some baby Pokemon.
Ironically, Friezo, you're actually kind of close. Instead of a magic carp, it was a Mankey. So you got the first two letters right. Just double checking that there's nothing over here. Yeah. Alright, we'll use Porygon to go to the next area. Maybe we'll find the evolution item. Probably not. Knowing our typical experience, it's gonna be the upgrade and not the dubious disc. Of course it's Flash Fire. Missy Punch? Okay. .34 speed and 34 defense is insane. Eevee, interesting, okay. Maybe instead of the dubious disc, we get a Sunstone? We've already had a couple Sunstones tonight. If you can give it in this file, I'd be very happy. Oh my gosh! That's the wrong one! I hyped myself up for a second thinking I read Sunstone. Yeah, it's definitely my last file of the night. Damn it. I straight up read Sunstone. And I got so excited. Like, I had a flash of seeing Metagross across the screen. I think the Shiny Stone is the Ice type evolution on Eevee, but I might be wrong. We'll scout everything because of how fast this Porygon 2 is. Let's get all of the pivot options scouted. What I would be willing to do is, let's say it's only Eevee, right? And since we don't know on the top of our heads if it has a Shiny Stone evolution option, what I would be interested in doing, or be willing to do, is say, I'll catch the Eevee,
and I will not pivot to it if it is not able to evolve with a shiny stone. If it is able to evolve with it, then I will make the evolution no matter what. Only if the last Pokemon in this patch is not better. If the last Pokemon is better, then I probably won't risk that. Do I want to scout the moves? I could scout the moves. Find out if it loses a good move at 7. Actually kind of strong. Hmm. Unable. Okay. So we're not going to make that pivot. And I guess we just full send the Porygon 2 and hope for the best. Eevee will be a good HM Pokemon anyways. So I'm fine with that, because I couldn't use Glaceon since it stops Explosion. So I needed an HM Pokemon anyways, so that makes it worthwhile. Alright, Porygon, good luck. Show me Calm Mind. At level 12. Alright, you move right here at level 12. Do I like that more than stab? I mean, Horn Attack doesn't really give me anything technically. So I think it's worth it just for coverage. Horn Attack is stab, yeah, but it doesn't give a secondary effect. When super effective double kick would be 120 versus the 97.5. Alright, Porygon, let's see what you can do. Oh, I'm an idiot. Thought stab would do more. You would need another move that covers ghost types if any of them have flash fire. That is actually a concern. Next move is at 18. How fast we are. It is nice that we can't get paralyzed. Yo, Franco, my mic is working. I was just being quiet. How you doing tonight? Ooh, nice crit. Very nice. Alright, next level up, new move. Oof. Yeah, the Dragon Claw Kingdra was a great time. That was a great run. RIP Arena. RIP. Please don't crit. That's unfortunate. Just didn't have a way to break through. And then this Blitzy was made almost exactly the same way. Wow. It's like almost no change. Except it lost special attack, ironically. Yeah, it's just not a runner. Oh well. Unfortunately, after nearly 4 hours of no luck, we'll have to end the stream here. Starting to get tired and yawning a lot, so don't want to fall asleep mid-stream. But thank you everyone for joining. It's good to see a lot of people here tonight, all of the engagement we had in chat. Before you guys head out, don't forget to leave a like on the stream. It supports the channel out a lot. And yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great night. Take care. Peace.